Okay, for this video, I'm going to assume that you have already heard this riff, the fancy riff from inside of St. Alphonso's Pancake Breakfast by Frank Zappa from the Apostrophe album. We're going to go ahead and get into learning this riff now. So we're going to have... That is a very important motif for this tune. This is going to happen 3 times, this riff. So we got 5 hits on that 8. 10, 12, 8, 10. So let's try that. 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to jump up here to the 10th fret with our first finger. We have to reach the 10, 12, 13, and 15 with the pinky. So we're going to go. So we had 3 10s, 12, 13, 15, 13, 12, 12. Okay, so very important little phrasing here. 2, 3, 4. Then we have the next phrase. Okay, so it's getting wacky here. We got 13 on the B string to a 12-10 on the E, 12-11 on the G, 12-9 on the B after that. So we got... Now the last 3 notes of this measure are 10 on the G, 11 on the B, 11 on the D. So this last bit is... Let's look at what we got so far. Okay, now we're going to come over here to the 10th fret and bar this on the D string and the G. We're going to go 10 on the D, 2 10s on the G, to the 13 on the D, and then 13, 12, and 10 on the G. Okay, let's look at all that. Now here we're going to move up to this ring finger on the 14 on the B string, 14, 13, 13, 12. That's why we needed those particular fingers there. All right. And then we're going to go 15, 17 on the E string. 2 13s and an 18. We'll finish off that measure. So this measure starting in these 10s. Okay, so let's look at it all again. We got... Okay, now we got a new part. We're going to bar with our ring finger these 14s. So we have a little 14, and then 2 14s on the B, 13, 12, 2 12s on the G. So then we're going to jump to the middle finger on the 12th fret of the D because we have a phrase that goes 12, 11, 14, 12, 13 on the A. Okay, so we had from this 14 thing, we got... After that, we're going to have... This is kind of a crazy jump right here. We got this 12 on the G. If somebody has another way of playing this that's easier than this, let me know. We got a 12 on the G to the 9 on the D. So we got from the 14s... We have 11, 9 on the B string. And then we're going to get into a thing that's like the beginning on the 2nd string here. It's going to have a little different ending. And it's going to get into a... Okay, so that's what's coming. Let's look at everything so far. 3, 4... There's our new part. 11, 10, 11, 10. So first two notes on the little string. And then same type of shape, 8, 9, but 8, 8 there. So from this new part in the second string that is like the opening that was on the first string. 11, 10, 11, 10, 8, 9, 8, 8. And then 10 on the D, 7, 8, 10 on the G. And then we get into a 4-note thing, 9, 11, 9, 11. Okay, so from the 14s again, we have. Now we have a new phrase here. Let's look at that last one more time. Now we're gonna go 9 on the E to 9 on the G. And then 11 on the B to 12 on the D. 12 on the G. And then 9, 8, 11 on the D. Okay, so we got 9, 9, 11, 12, 12, 9, 8, 11. And then we have a new thing, 9 to 10. And then a little string. So that was 9, 10 on the G. 11, 10, 9 on the E. And then we have 12, 12, 11, 10. So this latest measure was. And it's really kind of best to use that ring finger on this 12 on the D. 12, 11, 10, because we have to go 13, 11, 11, 10. That's really a strange one. So from this 9 to 9 thing. So 13, 11, 11, 10 on the G, and then 12 on the D to 11 on the G, and then 13, 10, 9. Okay, so this is crazy stuff. So we're going to start on the 10 here on this particular measure. It was after the 12, 11 going to the 10. So we got. Now we're going to have 12, 10 on the D to 10 on the G, 13, 12 on the D to 12 on the G. So the last thing there was 12, 10, 10, 13, 12, 12. And then we're going to be back to the beginning. So there is hope on the horizon here. So hang in there. See how easy that is? Okay, and then we're back into that next phrase, so there is a little repeating, finally coming back. So let's take a look at everything so far. Now we have some new parts here we're going to have from that 14. All that's the same, but now we have. So these are 2-note phrases, kind of descending, but moving upwards as they go. 11, 9 on the G, 10, 8 on the B, 12, 10 on the B, 9 on the E to the 12 on the B. So now we have 11, 9 on the E. We're going to jump to 14-12, 15-14, and then we're jumping up to 19, 18, 14, 13. So from this new part, we got so 19, 18, 14, 13, and then 15, 14, 13 on the B, 13, 16, 15 going down the strings there. So this new part. Okay, so that's the first 8 notes there we got. And then we're going to have 16 on the B, 15, 14, 13. And then 15 to 14 on the B, 13, 15. So this whole measure. Okay, so it's wacky stuff. You got to take your time with that. Next one is going to be 16 on the D, 13 on the G. And then we start going 2-note phrases that are ascending phrases, but they keep going down. 13, 15, 11, 13 on the D, 14 on the A to 11 on the D. So that was. Now we're going to have 12, 14 on the A, 10, 12, 9, 11, 11, 12 on the E. So this new measure was. Okay, now we have one more kind of wacky measure. We're back to the kind of melody that will finish it off. So we got 9, 11, and then 11, 10, 9 on the D. So we start on the A. Now we're going to jump down here. 10, 11, 10, 11. That was the B string and then the G string. Then we have 12 on the D, 11 on the B. So let's look at all this in context. We got. And then we have 11, 10 on the D, 12, 9 on the B, and 12 on the A, and that's your home stretch. So we got 11, 10, 9 on the D, 10, 11 on the B, 10, 11 on the G. So now 12 on the D to 11 on the B, and then 11, 10 on the D, 12, 9 on the B, and 12 on the A. And that's the end of our crazy stuff here. And then we're back to. Okay, so I'm going to go through everything here. But once again, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you made it this far, here's a little bonus. Okay, so what's happening there is we have a C chord, D, G, and B strings with a B flat bass, 6th fret of the E string, going into an 8th fret C bass 4 times. So that's a C over B flat to a regular C. St. Alfonso, St. Alfonso. And then we have a B flat chord, and then we have this riff. So 2, 2, O, you can pull it off on the D. 4, 2, O, pull off. 4, O, pull off. All right, Frank Zappa rules. Thanks a lot for watching, y'all. Peace out. Talk to you soon.